weird.
Yeah, so
I was gonna say, even like I was in Akron, I did this club last month, and this dude seemed drugged out. I'm taking a piss. He rips a brown paper towel off. He goes, "Hey man, can you sign this, dude?" I'm
Yeah.
like, "Bro, I'm pissing right now, dude." He's like, "I gotta get going though, man." I was like, "Fucking relax."
now imagine
dude.
that 24. Well, like anytime you go out,
That's
you're trying
crazy.
to take a piss, and some guy wants to just. You remember when you get in trouble at school and you had to write like something
Yeah.
a zillion times over? That's what it becomes.
Right.
Write your name on this. Write your name on this. Write your name on this. So you just kind of like, wow, man, and it becomes like this job. It's the hardest fucking thing because you don't want to.
Offend.
Yeah, because they are being nice. And
Right.
This is their, oh my God, blah, 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 because so it becomes this 24/7 fucking job, and I'm too fucking lazy to be like. That's why I love this job. I love to go on. Yeah, that was fucking awesome. I like hanging out, signing DVDs, take a picture, and see.
Now I'm in the green
fucking
room.
over.
Yeah.
So that's why that producing shit really appeals to me. Like I'll stick other people. Plus,
In
I
the
read all that
first-
Illuminati shit, and I realize that there's no power in fame. Like the real power is the guys behind
Behind
it.
it, oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then
The
you
owners.
just stick those. Yeah, here I wrote this. Go fucking say it.
Yeah.
Oh, ha, 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 ha. And I'll sit back here on my yacht. No one knows who the fuck I am. That's what I love. But and then just still be able to do like comedy clubs
Yeah.
and theaters. Like that's what I'm really gravitating towards.
How much do you love Louis' show?
I've only seen it once. I thought it was awesome.
Ray, you only seen one episode?
Dude, I'm on the road. I
You got a laptop?
I know I got a laptop and I have TiVo and all that shit, but he doesn't get any credit for the ratings if you watch it on TiVo. So try to watch it.
Oh, right. See, I
Yeah,
don't
no,
have-
because they know what you do. They know that you fast forward through the fucking commercials.
Right,
so they're
right,
like, well,
right.
we're not going to pay for some shit when they're not. I learned that with my last special.
Wow.
I don't get for the ratings. All the TiVo you don't get. Like everyone's
Really?
like, dude, I watched this. I go, did you watch it live? No, I TiVo'd it. And I'm like, oh, thanks. And I'm thinking, fuck, I didn't get credit
Yeah.
for that guy. He
Wow.
fucking watched it. People like me. I'm just not getting credit for it.
Well, they can't just base it off the DVDs you sell. It's got to be the hits.
No, well, this is the thing that it doesn't. For a network that this is really just becoming breaking down the entertainment business. For a network
You got Teach
that's not like HBO. It's not like
entertainment for
HBO.
dummies here.
It's like Comedy Central for a network that shows commercials. How they make their money is basically how many people were watching this shit. All right, and then with the advent of TiVo, they realized that when people tape these fucking things, they fast forward through
Right.
commercials. So it's like, well, we're not gonna give you credit for the 300,000 people who TiVo'd it because they didn't watch our ad for McDonald's. So we're not paying for that shit. So then, well, no, it's smart business. It's like I'm not gonna pay for something like if you're not gonna watch it.
I bet that you get cheated like that though. That's just like
Yeah, but everybody gets cheated the same fucking way.
Yeah.
So it's like, so now you have to have like rabid fans that are actually going to say, fuck it, fuck this unbelievable technology that allows me to get shit-faced on Saturday night and still not miss any of my shows.
Yeah.
Dude, I fucking TiVo shit right and left. I don't expect people not to.
Yeah.
So, like, that's when I'm talking about how this business is changing and why, yet another reason why I want to get into that whole creating shows, producing shows. Like, I would love to, if acting work comes along, I'll fucking do it in a second. But that I really like that behind the scenes shit. I like
Would you
being-
give up the stand-up?
Never.
Never.
Never. No, I need to do this.
Will you be able to write?
I literally have a need.
Yeah, oh yeah. I feel like
I love it.
if I don't do it for like a week, I fucking get on edge.
No, when I hang out at home, sometimes I'm bouncing off the walls, and my girl will just be like,
Get
"Don't
on
you,
stage."
you need to do stand-up tonight."
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
I would be like, "Are you kicking me out of my house?" I would just be like, "Yeah."
I had to ask you this because like last night I did a set and like I come off a little angry on stage, and you obviously come off angry. This girl did not want to introduce me to her friends, this other comic. She's like, "No, you're an angry person."
Yeah, isn't that the worst?
And I'm like, dude, that's not. And even I had this roommate who just moved in with me since my lady moved out, and he thought I was gonna be this angry psycho because he's a comic too. And he said, "Whoa, you're really chill and cool." And I'm like, "Yeah, man, it's not like how do you? I don't know. I feel like I'm.
It's their first impression.
Yeah,
I mean, if you're an angry psycho on stage, why wouldn't they think?
yeah,
It's not like you're doing a movie.
right.
It's not like you're fucking playing Tony Montana and like, oh, I thought you really were a part of a drug cartel that started in Cuba.
Yeah.
You know?
But I just thought some people would know. There's a different...
You want
Plus,
something funny about me? For as much as I do all this comedy shit, I'm really bad at picking up on sarcasm. And last night, this woman is walking out. She has this mean look on her face. She goes, "Oh, thanks for the domestic violence jokes. Yeah, thanks a lot. I really appreciated the domestic violence jokes." And I was just like, "Oh, I'm glad you liked the show." Waving at her, which probably annoyed her more. But I was like embarrassed, right? And it's always right after they're done and right after I can't respond. I'm like, fuck, she was being sarcastic. It's like my downstairs neighbor who can't stand us because we're so loud. And I was fucking dragging my Christmas tree out last year. And he sticks his head out the door. He's like, "Beautiful morning, isn't it?" And I was like,
"Oh, yeah.
Why, yes. Yes, it is. Why does he have that bizarre look on us?" And he closes the door. I was like, fuck, sarcasm. God damn it, I missed it.
Oh, man. Dude, this shit, we just watched Bill do an hour. Dude, I don't know how you keep writing like that, man.
I keep failing in my personal life. Material keeps coming.
I mean, the shit with your father, even like at the end, I even thought this, like, you know, you're like, oh, like, what I'm going to close on? Oh, you're like, I got this dog. I'm like, fuck, I already heard this. I heard like 48 minutes of new shit. I'm like, oh, the dog thing. And the dog thing was new. You had a new dog thing. And I was like, holy fuck,
well, the
man.
dog is continuing to progress.
Yeah. And that's just, but you
like
constantly,
it's stay a puppy.
you're constantly writing.
I was listening to this week's...
Constantly running my mouth. I haven't written anything down in fucking forever.
You use shit from your podcast, though, huh?
Some shit, if it strikes me as good enough to be on stage, or if it strikes me as like that'll be fun, and it was fun is a big part of my act. Like the jokes have to be fun to tell, or else you're gonna be miserable. And like there's nothing worse because my jokes are long.
Right.
That if I'm not enjoying it, it really feels like shoveling wet snow, and then I'm not having a good time. And then it affects the performance. Since the crowd's not having a good time, then what the fuck? So if it just seems like it's gonna be something fun. And that dad thing, that Christ, you cooked the shit out of it.
It's
like,
so true.
That was like, I've been trying to do him on stage forever.
I remember
trying to get the balance of, you know, enough realness with enough humor.
Right.
Because, you know, because he's a great guy. And I also respect the fact that I decided to get in this business and he didn't. So it's really like a balancing act.
I see what you're saying.
So the line I forgot to do tonight is this is how I let him off the hook for some of the crazier shit. It was like, you know, I used to think he was an asshole, but then I started dating women, and after a while I was like, you know what, I think this guy's making some good points. That might not be the most healthiest way of expressing it. So then I'm showing myself bonus. So I'm really conscious of, like, I'll talk about my life, and, you know, and my girl is cool.
Right.
With me talking about her, and there's been a few things that I brought up. She's just like, don't talk about that. And
wow.
I respect that.
Really?
Yeah, I respect that because it's one of the, you have to, you know, you can't just completely just start disrespecting everyone around you because you're a fucking comedian. Well, you knew I was a comedian. It's just like, you know, because you're going to be lonely. You're going to be like, well, then fine. I'm not going to be fucking, you know, if someone's a director, what if they filmed you all the time? It's like you're really invading their privacy. So I make sure that, I try to anyways. Like, she comes out and sees my act every once in a while. And when she sees it and... or whatever, I'll come home. I said, you know, I told that story on shit. You told that? How the fuck would you do that? And blah, blah. And if she's really upset about it, then I won't tell it again. But my big thing about...
What if it kills?
Well, you know...
Do you ever check
I'll do it on the road, but I won't do it on the special. I won't do it... that's it. I guess that's the line. I won't do it on a special. Or maybe I'll just do it a couple more times because it's... Especially if I need a joke, I will do it, but like... like, because it's so personal to them, they don't understand that. It's like when I go to fucking Salt Lake City and no one knows you, like it's you're faceless. They don't know what you look like. Who you are. So, yeah, but I do respect the fact when they're just like, you know, if she seriously says don't tell that story on stage, I'm serious. She says that and I say fine, I won't. I won't, and then I fuck with it. I go, you know, it's just gonna put more, you know. Bring us one more closer to that dream house, but you know, I heard somebody told me a story of Ray Romano, like, you know, he took so much of his life to do his that Everybody Loves Raymond, which is such a fucking amazing show, which I didn't even realize till it went into syndication, just being a comedian. And plus, I was really hitting the clubs hard